Hey guys, this is Davey T from Field Sports Scotland, coming to you with a little tutorial on sighting in the Yukon Photon. I'm not feeling too great. I've had a bit of a cold. You can probably see the redness around my face. It's and getting there. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get through this without me dying on you, which won't be too bad because I'm out shooting tomorrow and I need to get better. So I'm drinking plenty of fluids. Not the best, but I'm still drinking fluids. A lot of people have come back to me saying that they're still having problems with the Yukon Photon, the Yukon Photon XT. Now, there is a way around doing your normal bore sighting in the way I've talked about tutorials before on bore sighting at 25 yards and then getting your first shot on at 100 yards, and as long as you're hitting paper, you'll be able to sort out your fine adjustments. Now, I'm going to give you a little wee tutorial, that's cool, there's no such thing as a big wee, but anyway. I'm going to give you a little tutorial today on what to do if you're still failing to bore sight and you have pretty much got it close enough to the barrel and things like that. Now, it's all about being careful with this. You're not going to do a lot of damage, but it is fiddly, and I'll run you round through it. So watch me do this and you will be able to see that it's not as hard. I'm not actually going to take my scope apart and everything for you to do that. And remember this, I've only ever did this on the XT, I've never done it in the RT. The reason for that is my RT is still under warranty, so I'm not really going to go down that road and mess about with it just yet. But my XT is way old now, it's a good few years old now, and it's performing very well. So what I'll do is I'll give you kind of idea what you're supposed to do, and you'll probably get the gist anyway. Okay. So here's a tip for you if you're having problems with the zeroing of the Yukon Photon. It's not always easy to get the right MOA on the rails or to even get the right distance from the barrel for your Yukon Photon XT. Now, I haven't tried this with the RT, and I don't want to go down the road to try it with the RT because it is quite of a pain in the backside, and you only should have to do this if you really, really must. Now, I'll move it down, run you through. So there is your Yukon Photon XT 6.5 by 50, right? I've got this on the 243 like a lot of my other videos have actually said, and I've got this on just now, and I'm not going to do this for you because it's all set up and I really don't want to change my setup and have to re-zero it all again. As you noticed, I have put these on medium scope rings, sorry, and the Browning has a split Picatinny, so it's like a quarter Picatinny on each side, so it's not a full rail. Now that really does cause problems when it comes to eye relief and stuff, but I work well with it, so this is a good eye relief for me. Now, the best thing to do usually is to bore sight and see how close you're getting. Now that genuinely 1.5 centimeters, I usually say is the best to get above the barrel. As long as that's 1.5 centimeters and this is level, then you'll have no issues. However, sometimes you do get issues. Now the way around that is quite a pain in the backside. But first of all, you unscrew these 4 retainer screws. See them here? Now there's 4 screws all the way around holding. These are spacer screws. That's a big spacer that can come off, but you don't want to take that off. Now that holds the main camera unit onto the tube here, and that basically holds the position of the camera unit here. Now you loosen those off. Do not take them out. Whatever you do, do not take them out. Loosen them off. Now, a lot of people have said loosen 2 screws off, and that is you can do it like that, providing you're not too far out. Then, after that, you find a way of moving this scope ring. If you've got a full rail, it's easier. But you find a way of moving this scope ring to the middle, or this mount to the middle, and then you bore sight, lining the reticle up with your bore sight, and moving and adjusting by firmly moving that back and forward. Once you've got that position, then you tighten up the screws. Now on the setup like this, you have to leave 2 screws full in and you slack in 2 screws, and you take the top part of your scope ring off so you can get into these 2 screws to tighten them up. That is probably, it is a bit fiddly, but it's okay, you won't do any damage. But the fact of the matter is that is genuinely the best way to doing it. However, I'll still say bore sight 25 yards, then shoot one round out to 100 and then adjust from there. And that's the way I do it with the 243. With the 22 it's at 50 and that's what it's zeroed at. But again, probably the best way you can do it. So I hope that helps for you people out there who are having problems sighting in the Yukon Photon XT. It can be fiddly, but I have to admit, oh, one more thing I forgot to add. Make sure before you start doing the whole wiggly, jiggly, pokery thing with this, make sure that you have set your crosshairs to 0, 0. And then you can work from there. And it makes a hell of a lot easier. Anyway, thank you for watching Field Sports Scotland again. And I hope this little short video helps. And if you like what we do, subscribe to our channel. Sorry, I'm in the middle of drinking some juice, so getting a bit dry here. If you like what we do, like our channel, hit the subscription, and hopefully we'll see you in the future with more and better videos. Thank you.